Kon Kon! Kon Kon! Hi, chat!
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Who's this?
Yes. It's Beb.
It's Beb. Who's Beb?
Me.
You, Beb?
I am Beb.
Oh, okay. suddenly Beb. In
Yes,
space.
sudden, unexpected Beb.
Not really unexpected,
space.
right? We did invite you to stream, so not really unexpected.
Not that unexpected. I suppose a reasonable amount expected, given that it was announced I would be here.
That's a good amount of being expected. Yeah. Hi Peter, hi Rail. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a really comfy Sunday. Did you also have a really comfy Sunday, Beb?
I have had a comfy Sunday, yes. I've been pretty comfy. It's been a good day. The weather's actually been really warm.
Oh no.
Here, where I live, but not so warm that it's like unpleasant, you know?
Just keep it over there, okay? Just keep it over there.
Yeah, I survived.
I don't want hot weather. The weather is actually cooling down a little bit now, luckily, so...
Yeah,
hopefully, snow soon? I don't know.
I don't know about snow anytime soon. Maybe in a couple months we might get lucky.
Maybe. Or we'll just steal all the snow from the South Pole or something.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's been really warm lately. Now it's actually cooling down, luckily, a little bit, but it's still... Oh, I think it's even hotter than last year during this period of time, right?
It might be. Honestly, I don't remember how hot it was this time last year. I do remember, I think last year there was a brief stint where it was like really hot, like we had a big heat wave.
Yeah. And I remember there was a really big heat wave 3 years ago or something, or 4 years even. That was such a hot year.
Yeah.
Hi Nightmare. Hi. How are you?
Welcome.
So, have you been doing anything special during the weekend or during the week even?
I think that the main thing that I've been doing, honestly, I've been kind of a little bit addicted to Baldur's Gate 3, which I only got pretty recently, like just like last week, and any free time that I have had, which has not been that much to be honest, but I have been really enjoying that game.
Oh yes. I heard that a lot of people are playing it, but it might not be too fluffy to play though. But also,
Yeah.
a lot of those clips I see online with funny jokes and stuff, because you have to dice roll for everything you do in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it looked like a really good adventure game, but maybe Skyrim is a little bit more something for me.
Yeah, maybe. It's not really like something like Skyrim, because it's much more based on D&D. I don't know how much you know about D&D. I'm a bit of a D&D nerd. I know a lot about D&D.
Well, I did play it once. It was a short campaign of one stream, and we fought a tree at the end.
Did you enjoy it?
Well, I had a lot of animals, so yes.
Yes. So are you playing, what, like a druid, maybe?
I don't really remember. Maybe I have the character sheet somewhere still over here. Since I had to prepare something for that stream. But I think I was a druid or something, and I only had nature powers or something.
Yeah, if you had nature powers, it would make sense you were a druid.
Yeah, so we found a couple of wolves and a bear and everything, and every time I used my become friend power, I used to hold really high.
Become friend power. Just assemble an army of animal friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Because in Baldur's Gate, there's an ability you can get that lets you have the magic power to talk to animals.
Ooh.
All the time. And ever since I've got that, I've just been like talking to every animal that I find anywhere in the game. And it's crazy that they went to the effort of voice acting like every animal.
Wait, they really did?
They really did. They voice acted like every like cow and like bird and dog or like any creature you find and you talk to. Like they actually have voice acted voice lines, which is wild.
That's a really rare game then. most games don't. They only have opening dialogue and then it's just text.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate is crazy in terms of its scale like that. Because, like, pretty much all the conversations with all the NPCs are fully voiced.
Ooh. I wish it wasn't that fluffy, then we won't be able to play it.
Yeah, I do recommend it.
Yeah, wasn't there also a movie lately about D&D though?
There was. You're absolutely right, there was. I've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't think so. Was it a good one?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't like... I would say it wasn't like the best movie ever. Like, it wasn't amazing. But it was very entertaining. Like, it was an enjoyable movie. And I think it did a really good job of, like, capturing sort of the spirit of D&D. Like, there were quite a lot of things that weren't quite rules accurate to, like, actual D&D. But, you know, it's artistic license. We can let that slide.
Yeah. No, the only two things I know from that movie is that there is a big dragon.
There is a very chunky dragon.
And that one scene with the melting person.
The melting person?
Yeah, they were playing music and then they stopped working or something.
Oh, yes. He was an illusion, but the illusion went wrong. So he started, like, sort of distorting.
Just a regular virtual stream, I guess.
Yeah, just, if you think about it, it's kind of just like a VTuber, isn't it?
Yeah.
An illusory person that performs and then goes wrong.
It's really similar, but it would be really silly if that would be happening during one of the Hololive concerts or something like that.
Oh yeah, I imagine they're like doing a Hololive performance and then the model starts glitching out. Yeah, I know some VTubers whose models like very frequently like glitch out and do crazy things.
Yeah, it's really difficult to set certain things up, and especially if you want to have a certain quality and try to prevent things from breaking. It can be really difficult to do.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. Like the hand tracking, for instance, it's most of the time it's okay, but like occasionally if you move your hand outside the range, it'll like glitch out and like sort of freeze.
Oh, sometimes my arm just starts flying all around the place.
Yeah, I've had it a few times where it like flies up and goes like behind my head.
Hi, Mason. Hi, Wado. How are you? How are you?
Welcome.
This friend is Beb. This is Beb.
Yes.
An actual engineer, I believe.
I am an engineer, this is true.
What kind of an engineer, though?
I am a mechanical engineer.
I was hoping on a pillow engineer, so you will be designing new pillows or something. Then I can get free pillows. Yeah. Or blankets or something.
I don't know what you would call a pillow engineer. I guess that would be someone who like knew a lot about textiles.
I think so, and then the contents of pillows, how soft they can be, and if they are healthy.
Have you ever seen those machines they use to test pillows?
Are those the pressure machines?
They like squish them over and over again.
Every time I see them, why would you do this to the pillow? Why?
Well, you have to test it. You have to find out if it's durable enough to last like a whole lifetime of being squished.
But I can also test them for them.
We don't need quality control on pillows anymore. We just send them to Yawayuki, and she'll test them.
Yes, that works.
You can build a massive pillow fort.
Ooh. Well, maybe at that point, if I have to test all the new pillows, I can just make a pillow house or something.
Oh, pillow house. Yeah, are you a prolific pillow fort builder?
Not really. I don't actually have that many pillows. I only have
that many pillows.
I have a lot of blankets and plushies. I think
You can use blankets to make a kind of like pillow tent, I guess.
that's true. That's true. I think the last count. This is something that sometimes happens on stream. We are going to count how many blankets someone has, and I think it was 37 now.
Oh, it's like how many blankets do I have question?
Yeah, no. Well, that is a question for you as well. But it's something that sometimes happens when we have guests. And Nightmare just asks, well, how many pillows have? What? Not pillows. Blankets everyone has. It's right.
Ah, I see. Maybe make a 20 blanket fort first. That would be a big fort.
Can it also be 37, Nightmare? Then I can use all my blankets. Well, maybe not all of them, since one of them is...
Floof has 37. I'm impressed.
Oi!
I don't think I have that many.
Oi! Nightmare has a lot more, I believe.
Nightmare has more
Nightmare?
than 37?
Oh, I have the feeling with that comment from them, they have more.
I'd be impressed. I'd be even more impressed.
It's not shame. It's fluffy.
It's fluffy. If it's fluffy, Yawayuki supports it.
You should name a duck after Beb. I think we have
I
a duck.
already have a duck, right?
Yeah, not engineering
I'm
duck though.
99% sure I already have a duck,
Let's
but I'm not
see.
sure which one it is.
Oh, duck. There's so many duck. You're
am I
the rainbow duck.
Oh, Pog, I'm the rainbow duck?
Yes.
I got one of the best ones. Let's go.
Well, there's also this ducky that might be more your thingy. This one over here.
Oh, it's like a steampunk duck.
Steam duck.
That one is cool. I will admit that one's very cool. So some of these don't have names.
Maybe also Beb.
Maybe I got two. Wow, you're spoiling me. You're spoiling me, Yawayuki.
Oh, I can also remove the other one.
Nah, I like having two ducks.
Okay.
Oh, Nightmare has 3.
Oh, no, they have 3 blankets, I think.
Oh, 3 blankets.
What are you shaming me for, the Nightmare? Oi!
I guess they're shaming you for having too many.
That's not even a statement you can make. You can never have
It's
too many.
impossible to have too many.
No. Let's see, which one are you? I don't know. Somewhere.
So is Beb a fox or a badger? Well, officially, I'm neither a fox or a badger. According to the law, I am a hellhound. But I'll be honest, I don't allude to the law very much.
Wait, where's the model? What did I give you duck model?
I think I saw it at the top. It was on the top row. If you scroll up.
I can scroll up.
Oh.
Only this one.
Top right. The one with the spotty one.
Oh, you're the spotty one, yeah. Yeah. But, I'm not so sure about that map. You clearly look like a badger or something.
You think I look more like a badger? Aren't badgers like black and white and grey?
And really grumpy.
I don't think I'm grumpy enough to be a badger. So you're canonically speaking Floof's mortal enemy. Well, I mean, I think we can put our differences aside, you know?
Well, this is just a ploy to capture them, and I don't know. What's after that? I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, I don't have any enemies in CD. No. It looks...
Is that Crash Bandicoot?
Maybe a little bit.
It's hard for me to argue against that. As cursed as it is, I kind of get where you're coming from. I don't want to admit it, but I feel like maybe I have to.
Oh,
I'll call him Crash.
Wait, with this you did admit it, CD. You can take back.
No, that's what I said. I said I see the resemblance. I don't want to, but I do. It is what it is.
Yeah. Oh well. At least they are funny, right? With the spinning around and stuff. I actually never played any of the Crash Bandicoot games. Maybe I should in the future.
Just like Floof is a cat. Oh, so you're a cat, are you, Yawayuki?
Sorry. I'm not a cat. Neko-janai. It's in the desk.
Neko. That reminds me of Gintama. Have you seen Gintama?
I know what it is, but I didn't see it.
Oh, there's a character in Gintama who's called Katsura, but everyone in the show nicknames him Zura. They call him Zura instead of Katsura, and he hates it. And he has this like sort of iconic line where every time someone says "Yo Zura," he's like "Zura Junai Katsura des." And he keeps saying, "No, I'm not Zura. I'm Katsura," and they keep calling him Zura anyway because it's funny.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should watch it once in the future, since it always looked like a really funny show.
It's a hilarious show. It's one of the, I think maybe in my opinion, the funniest anime ever. But a lot of the jokes come from like sort of satirical references to other anime. So like you kind of have to know like a bit of like background on anime to really get like the reference humor.
Yeah, also a lot of historical events during the show's airing, right?
Yeah, it kind of does also pull a bit from like from like Japanese history, but not much, to be honest. It's set in like a fictional alternate reality where aliens invaded Japan during the Edo period. And then like fast forward like from the future then to like now, and everything's different because like they have alien technology. The white-haired bloke, yes. Gintama's guy, I don't think he has a particularly big sword. He does have a sword, but he has a wooden sword that he fights with. He fights with a wooden sword.
I remember that they bought the sword at the gift shops, right?
Yes, that's right. He bought it at a gift shop.
That's not how you get sword, no.
It's quite funny because it's a bit satirical. He's like this super powerful like fighter character, but he's really lazy and he doesn't really do anything most of the time, except like delay paying his rent and like play pachinko.
Oh no, pachinko, no, bet, no gamble, no.
No.
Yeah, I remember when it was still airing, sometimes I heard some news about city episodes, and they had one episode I remember, it was just a still image with voiceover.
Yes, they did do that. There was one episode where the whole episode was just one image, and the characters just talked over it for a whole episode.
Well,
and like, the big joke was that they ran out of budget and couldn't animate anymore.
No.
So,
only one screen. Only one screen. Yeah, it's definitely something I should be watching if it's this funny sometimes.
There's also a lot of like meta humor and fourth wall breaking. Like sometimes the characters like directly reference like how much time has passed in the episode, or like talk about. There's a running joke that they're always panicking that the anime like studio is going to cancel them and not run another season. They're like, we have to do something interesting in this episode, or we're going to get cancelled.
Oh, yeah, that keeps it really funny. There aren't too many series that do something like that, right?
No, there aren't many. It's pretty unique in that respect.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's interesting is that even though it's so silly and like goofy, there are some like serious arcs where like serious things happen, and when it gets serious, it changes suddenly, and you're like, wow, this is actually kind of like really well written story. Like the actual writing is really good, but it's sort of mixed in with all this like silliness.
I have. Now that I hear it like this, maybe I found out how they wrote this whole series. The person that made the story was only able to fill 2 pages of story, so they just made all the silly stuff around it.
Oh.
That's how it worked, right?
It could be. I mean, it could be that they had the story and then they decided to like add more goofiness and wacky events to it to, I suppose, make it more lighthearted. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what is in it that you would really like. There's a really massive, really fluffy dog.
Ooh.
That appears quite early on, and is like part of the crew basically.
Ooh. Are they also a really powerful character?
They're pretty powerful just on account of how big they are.
Oh.
Like, it's a dog that's like as tall as a person. And one of the characters, Kagura, she rides around on it. She rides on its back.
Well, if I just
it's
become
quite mischievous.
if I just become really big fox, will I also be powerful then?
I imagine you would be.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to face a fox the size of a person.
Oi, I'm already as big as a person. What are you talking about? Oi, 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 oi.
Well, I mean, you're quite a small person, I think.
Okay, that was 3. Bye. I'm not small. No.
Wait, no, don't end stream.
No.
I'm sorry, Yawayuki.
I'm a tall fox. Yes.
Okay.
Tall
I can
fox.
believe you're a tall fox.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, I feel like most of these series nowadays, I don't watch much though, but most of them are the series or they are missing something and I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. You feel like often older anime tend to be better.
Not better, but they have another feeling to it, and it's a little bit more lighthearted in the past than nowadays. They don't really have those comedy shows anymore.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. There aren't many new comedy shows out there.
Yeah, one of the shows we watched with the community was Eurocamp. I think there are some funny moments in that one, but it's not focused on it. But it looked like one of those series that are a little bit different from the most ones that are released now.
Yeah, I think like Eurocamp is just a very cute one. I haven't actually seen all of Eurocamp. I've seen little bits of it. I know the premise. I've seen some clips from it. I know it's very cute, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
Yeah, we did watch the movie lately, and they also said there was going to be a new season, so I'm really excited for it. So you have to catch up, I guess.
I guess I gotta catch up at some point. Yeah, I think it's quite a chill show, so it's probably nice. It's probably a good one to watch like before going to sleep. You know, quite relaxing.
Well, I had some problems staying awake during the show because it's so comfy.
It's so comfy you fall asleep watching it.
Yes. The music also doesn't really help since it's something that you will play for going to sleep most of the time. It's really relaxing.
I see. I think it's supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget that one, Eduardo. And no, I'm not Yoshi. Before you say it, no. No. Chat thinks that I'm Yoshi.
You're not Yoshi.
I'm not Yoshi.
Why do they call you Yoshi?
Because I make silly noises or something.
Oh, can you lem? Can you make the noise that
Lem?
Yoshi makes?
Lem. I don't know.
Lem.
Hi, Nox. Hi. How are you? Sometimes
Hi,
I just shout or something. Maybe that's how they think I'm Yoshi. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does your chat have anything they call you?
My chat has lots of things they call me. Where do I even start? They call me Baboon sometimes.
Oh no.
There was one person who once called me Bebsy Barnacle, I think.
Eh? Okay.
Yeah. I've had people call me. Some people call me Bebby. There was one person who accidentally called me Boob.
Oh no. No.
Oh no. But then after they did it, they thought it was so funny, they kept on doing it.
Oh no.
So they often come to chat and be like, "Hi, Boob," and I'm like, ah. I've also been called Bob.
Hey, Bob.
And by extension, Bob the Builder.
Oh no. Well, you're an engineer, so I guess it's true.
Exactly. Don't forget Babiscus. Yeah, apparently someone called me Babiscus at one point.
Oh. Yeah. I also remember that Bailey also calls you something different, right?
Yeah. I think Bailey came up with Bebsy Barnacle, but I think she
Oh.
also she called me a few things. Trying to think, was it like Bebster or something? Babiscuit, yeah, it was Babiscuit. I think she called me.
My biscuit. Okay, I'm okay now with chat and calling me certain things. You have so many more things than me.
Yeah. I think Baboon was probably the most prevalent of them. I still have some people that come into chat and just call me Baboon.
But do you also have a baboon emote?
No, I don't. They just came up with it one day.
Maybe that's might be an idea for a future emote.
That is an idea for a future emote. Yeah. I've got to get more emotes. Quite a long time ago, I talked to my emote artist, and I ordered a batch of 10 new emotes and said, basically just draw them like as they come, and then I'll add them in. But then unfortunately, she had to move house. And then, like, I think her drawing tablet broke. And
Oh no.
it's been a long delay, basically. So I've received two new emotes before all that happened.
Ooh.
But there's since then, but that was quite a long while ago now. I messaged and was like, emotes? And they basically said, when the drawing tablet's fixed. Balloon sounds catchy. I think it is catchy, that's why people keep saying it.
Did you?
But hopefully in future, I will get more emotes.
Yeah. Did you send them emotes? Question mark.
I don't think that's exactly what I sent. I think I was a bit more tactful than that. I think I wrote like, you know, it's been a while, how you doing? Any progress on the emotes or something like that, you know, like try to be a bit polite.
Yeah, it's always good to be good to artists, since a lot of them. Oh well, I talked with a few artists and they always said when things like happen, if clients are not behaving on their best to them, even if they put a lot of effort into things, and then some people just don't behave well.
Yeah, I've heard like horror stories from artists about people who are like really pushy and grumpy, and I don't see why you would do that, because like this person's making art for you, you know, it's in your best interest to be nice to them.
Yeah.
Why would you? It's people I think are too entitled sometimes, because things happen, you know, like it's sometimes unavoidable things happen, you know, like drawing tablet breaks or whatever. You can't predict that, can you?
Yeah. Sometimes if certain things like those things happen. It's okay just to support them a little bit more with being able to just continue and things. And if they having some difficult periods, then you should be accepting that it happens, because we also have those difficult periods, of course, that we are or too tired or something else happens, and then we should be taking some breaks. And that's also for artists, especially for artists, since they work really hard.
Yeah, exactly. I think we all know how it feels to just be too exhausted to really get anything much done, and it's you gotta take a bit of a break sometimes. And artists I know often have crazy workloads, drawing multiple commissions simultaneously and everything, because they're trying to make ends meet off of the commissions that they're doing, so they have to take a certain amount and then they have to get them all done. So
yeah, and it's just really difficult. But taking breaks is also quite difficult. I always had the feeling. Do you have problems with this? Taking breaks from time to time?
yeah, I mean, I don't like having a week where I don't stream very much. I feel I don't know, I feel kind of obligated. Maybe I shouldn't, but I feel kind of I should stream at least 3 times or so in a week to have a proper schedule. If you're not streaming very frequently, it just, I don't know, you have this feeling that you're not being a good streamer, which I think is false, because some great streamers I know stream less than that, because it could just be the situation means they can only afford to stream, they only have the energy to stream when they do, and we should just accept that and not sort of you shouldn't try to make yourself do too much.
Yeah, that's you shouldn't overwork yourself. And I saw that a lot of people didn't like Gura, for example, took well off, and when a lot of people started not liking them, having a break, then I got quite sad, because they're working so hard for everyone to entertain everyone, and then some people are just acting this way.
Yeah, I agree entirely. If your favorite VTuber takes a break, if your favorite VTuber goes on holiday, you shouldn't be mad about that, because I get it that you're not getting the content that you like to watch, but it's good for them. You should want what's best for them. You shouldn't, if you only care about the content and you don't actually want the person you're watching to be happy, you're not a proper fan, are you?
Yeah, and breaks also enable us to get a lot of energy again for after we are back, of course. And so we are really energetic again after a short break or a long break even.
Yeah, exactly. Except unfortunately what happened to me is I went away on holiday for 2 weeks and then caught a sore throat the day I got back. So then my first stream back I had a horrible sore throat.
You said that when we talked after your vacation.
Yeah.
I did warn Beb not to stream if it was going to be the worst though.
Yeah, well, I didn't do the Tuesday stream, which was definitely the right move. So the week that I got back, I streamed on Monday, and I usually stream D&D on Tuesday. But one of my D&D players, she was also on holiday at the same time that I was, funnily enough, but she got back later than me from her holiday. So I would have been doing a D&D session with one player down, and I thought, since I'm already ill, I won't do the session, since we'll be missing a player anyway. And then we'll come back the next week with everyone, and that was the right move, because it gave me some more time to recover.
Yeah, it's always good to have a full group for this, of course. Is it actually quite difficult to schedule everything for that one, since you require so many people every week to stream it?
D&D scheduling is basically very difficult, but once you've got it set up, it's not that hard. It's essentially a case of you have to find a time that everyone's free, And then once everyone's got an established like weekly commitment, you're alright. And obviously, it's unavoidable that sometimes someone won't be able to make it because something crops up. And so we've cancelled a few sessions because people have just been away, or because I've been away, or things like that. Or we've done sessions where one person's missing. We can do that. You can just kind of make do without one player sometimes if the story's not like super important or focused on them. But actually getting to the point where you have a campaign going and like at a set time is by far the hardest bit, I think.
You used to
Because
have
you've
to
basically got to group people together.
Yeah, you used to have to roll the dice to get good results with planning, right?
Yeah, sometimes it does feel a bit like a dice roll. And it feels like you have disadvantage. Whatever time you pick, someone's like, oh no, I can't do that. Like I have another D&D group, which is made up of like my IRL friends.
Oh.
And we play much more irregularly because we all have different schedules. We play generally on average around like once a month because most of the time we can't find a day that lines up for everyone. So we sometimes plan like 3 or 4 weeks in advance.
Oh. I guess those sessions are also a lot longer than the streams you do, right? Since I know certain D&D sessions can last for 6 or 7 hours even.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know they can, but my D&D streams are usually 3 hours. The stream is 3 hours. There's normally like 15-20 minutes of like messing about and banter at the start before we properly start playing, and sometimes we overrun by like 15 minutes or so, so usually it's like sort of just under 3 hours of actually playing D&D. When I'm playing like in just like my sort of casual game that's not streamed, the sessions can vary really. It depends on how much time people have, but usually it's like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, the mentor is a good thing though. It helps connecting each other with themselves,
Yeah.
of course. Like we didn't do this really, but something I want to try in the future is just do play some games or just chat a little bit off stream with someone that I will be doing games with together in the future. So it's a little bit more comfy after a while.
Yeah, there's definitely value in like playing games off stream. Being off stream is just a slightly different vibe because you don't have to think about the chat, you don't have to think about the viewers all the time. It's just, yeah, it's a bit more laid back. Because like, even now, even though we're just chilling and chatting together, you still have the fact that there's a chat there and you're thinking about the chat and like, you know, what they want to hear and what they, you know, whether they're entertained.
Are you sure, Beb? Chat, are you still here?
I hope they are. I hope I haven't scared them all away. Or bored them, even worse.
No, yeah, I see where you're coming from with that one, yeah.
Yeah. It's, I find it's also why I generally tend to prefer with, like, collabs when only one person is, like, streaming the collab. So, like, for instance, here, I'm not streaming on my own channel, this little chit-chat we're doing. I mean, I could be, but then it would mean that I would be looking at my chat and you'd be looking at your chat, and it would just it would divide my attention, and I'm not very good at multitasking. So I feel more comfortable when I don't have to think about my own chat, and I can just post on my Discord server, hey guys, you should go watch Yawayuki's stream, you know?
Yeah, the flow of the stream is also a little bit better since you only have to focus on one chat together, and then you, because 2 chats is maybe also a little bit too much sometimes, because you have to focus on 2, and then if someone else starts talking to chat, you just have to look, oh, something happened in that chat.
Exactly, you get this, I've had it before when you're streaming a collab and multiple people are streaming. If one person gets raided, it interrupts everyone else because then they're like, they either have to mute themselves to talk to like chat plus raiders, or they just talk to the raiders in front of everyone else, which then just sort of pauses the flow of the stream while that's happening.
Yeah.
which sometimes is like not a problem, but other times it can be a bit inconvenient depending on the situation. Well, I guess you don't have to worry about that on YouTube, do you?
Well, there are rates apparently, but that's for channels that are partnered, I believe.
Oh, so YouTube Raids is a thing, but only once you get the partnered status.
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing that's different between Twitch and YouTube. It's much easier to get the like monetization going on Twitch than it is on YouTube, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I got the Twitch thingy within a month when I started streaming on Twitch, and on YouTube I'm not partner yet. No.
Yeah, it's so much harder because on Twitch it's 50 followers and 3 viewers is all you need. Which is, yeah, like I'm pretty sure I also got that within like a month or so, because it just doesn't take much really. When you start out, if you're just sort of announcing you're starting out, you'll get a little bit of a, a bit of a boost from the community, just as like a new VTuber that's appeared. And then with that, hopefully you can make the 50 followers, and then you just need a few friends to watch you, and you're kind of set. Whereas with YouTube, what is it? Is it 1,000 subs you need, or 2,000?
Well, they changed this a few months back. There are two ranks now. Either you have or you start off with the one with 500 subbies, and then you need 3,000 watch hours. Then you get the super chat and everything, and fluff modes. And then for 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subbies, you get the ads revenue, I believe.
Oh, so it's stepwise. It scales up.
Yeah.
So I guess you must be getting closer to the fluff modes now. Getting some emotes.
Someday. Someday. I hope. It will be really fluffy. I like the fluff modes.
Yeah. Because I know you're already well past 500 subscribers, so.
I don't even know how many the channel is at the moment at.
Well, I'm looking at the stream and it says 800.
Wait,
so.
800?
800, yes.
Huh? Oh, I didn't even realize we got to 800.
You didn't realize we got to 800? Am I just announcing this to you suddenly?
I guess. Chat,
Wow.
Chat, thank you. Thank you. Oh.
I've witnessed a milestone. This is a big moment.
I didn't even plan anything for this.
800 sub special when, Yawayuki?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we did already play Getting Over It, and there was also a reward for something, I believe, and I don't remember what we did it for.
Wow. Did you finish Getting Over It? Like, did you beat the game? No.
No.
No. I see. That pause. That long pause where you were like, no.
The first, I think they were 8.
I felt the pain through that.
Yeah, I think we had to do 8-hour streams for that one or something. At least I attempted 8 hours of the second one, but didn't make it. But the first stream we made it to the orange. But the orange, yeah. I tried to put the hammer on the orange, but I flew off the mountain that way. And the second time I went on top of the of that area, but it's really difficult. You just keep sliding. So I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere in the future again.
Maybe someday in the future. Yeah, I played Jump King as a community reward, and I've played I think 2 streams of that, 2 like 3-ish hour streams, maybe a bit more.
Ooh.
And I haven't beaten it yet. So I think we're kind of in the same boat.
It looks a little bit easier than Getting Over It, because you have a little bit more control, I believe, in that one.
Well, it's just you have to basically learn the controls perfectly. It's It's all about like being able to accurately judge the power of your jump, and you have to effectively just learn every jump and what you have to do to get past it,
Ooh.
and then execute it correctly. Because I don't know if you've ever played jumping, but if you haven't played it, the way it works is that, you know, in most platformers, when you jump, you can control your character in the air.
Yeah?
In Jump King, you can't. In Jump
Oh.
King, you set the power of your jump based on how long you hold the jump button, and then you like point what direction you go. And when you release the jump button, you just fly. And it's basically you have no control whatsoever until you land again. So like if you miss your jump and like bounce and fall, you can't save yourself until you just luckily happen to land on something.
Oh.
So if you like accidentally put too much power into your jump and jump too far, you'll just miss the platform and then fall down.
Well,
And
yeah.
that's what makes it difficult.
So you have to get used to how much power you should apply to jumps then?
You have to get used to figuring out how to accurately put the right amount of power into a jump,
Ooh.
which is not super easy.
Oh.
But it's something that I'm getting there. I'm learning, like a little at a time. I'm learning.
Yeah, but I believe you got a little bit more control with that than getting over it. And getting over it is just swinging a hammer around.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen loads of people play getting over it, and it looks like not a fun time.
I had someone that I talked to quite a lot, and they started to play the game at the same time I played it, and they at the halfway of the stream they were, I'm never going to touch this again.
Yeah, they vowed not to ever play it again.
No.
I haven't got to that point with Jump King yet. I'm willing to potentially do another Jump King stream.
Yeah, if Fluffies behave and maybe we get to a certain point, I will maybe attempt another stream of getting over it, but we will see. We will see.
We'll see indeed.
Since I don't have points to sabotage Fluff. Yeah, we don't have channel points here at Nightmare. Silly.
Yeah. That's another thing I think that's nice in Twitch that isn't on YouTube is channel points.
Yeah, I'm kind of missing it since it had a little bit of interaction with chat sometimes. But we do have a few things, of course. But maybe we will get some more in the future with fluff modes and stuff. I don't know. YouTube is actually really working really hard to get new things on YouTube. But I think they cannot copy everything from Twitch, of course.
They can only copy so much before they'll get in trouble somehow. Although I don't know if Twitch and YouTube would actually start like a legal battle. I struggle to see it happening, but it could happen.
Oh, how many channel points do we need for a legal battle?
I don't know. Probably quite a lot.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I had a list. I made a list of questions actually.
Ooh, okay. Right.
Okay, most difficult us first in question.
But we're doing the most difficult first?
Yeah. So the other ones will be
okay.
a little bit less difficult.
Okay.
Why VTubing?
Why did I become a VTuber, like in the first place?
Yeah.
This is a question I've answered before. It is, yeah, it's not a particularly complicated reason. It basically boils down to two things, which is that I wanted basically something that was like a goal, a kind of aspiration. I wanted something that I could work on and like build on, and I also wanted to make friends. So essentially I started VTubing pretty much soon after I graduated from university, because while I was at university I was just focusing on like, you know, studies and the work and everything that I was doing, and like I had my uni friends that I'd made at uni, and I really liked them. I got along with them, I played D&D with them, everything was great. And after like I graduated, I moved back home, and I had a job. I got a job which was good, I guess, because like I know some people really struggle to even like find a job that they like, and I'm lucky in that I have a really good job that I enjoy. But the thing is that like I still felt like I wanted something that was an objective that I could like use as a goal, and I also felt like moving away from like all the friends that I'd made in uni. I didn't really have many other friends anymore, so I wanted a way to make new friends. And at the same time, I kind of stumbled across VTubers as a concept and really liked them. And so I kind of put the pieces together and realized that becoming a VTuber is something that I can work towards. It's like a goal. And it's also a way that I can meet people and make friends. And that drove me down to become a VTuber. And yeah, the rest is me being a VTuber.
Oh, that's. I wasn't expecting something like that, but it's a good way. It's a good way, definitely, used to make friends and stuff.
Yeah, I'm curious. What kind of answer were you expecting?
I wanted to engineer something, so I'm engineered a VTuber or something.
I mean, I guess it's kind of true. A lot of what I do, I mean, a lot of my content is building things. Because, you know, I build VTubers out of Lego. So I suppose that comes through in my content. But yeah, I've always liked building things. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Like, it's like in Tears of the Kingdom, I love building things like Zonai contraptions.
Oh, those are really dangerous.
Yeah, they can be.
Every time I try to build something in that game, it just explodes or I get frozen or something.
Maybe you need to stop adding bombs to your contraptions, Yawayuki.
But, they are good. A lot of people also put barrels down somewhere, and when I accidentally hit everything, it just goes boom.
And the exploding barrels.
Yeah. I had this once in the depths that we, I tried to hit one of the flying enemies. Apparently there was a barrel behind or below it, so when I fell, everything exploded.
Ooh. Sounds like a funny moment.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom is great for that, like making just funny things happen.
Yeah, it is. It's one of my more favorite games. Especially, well, it's one of my most favorite game this year, of course. But overall, I think I like it more than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Breath of the Wild was great, but Tears of the Kingdom is basically just Breath of the Wild plus. It's like a better Breath of the Wild. They took all the good things and just added more good things.
It's just the expansion on Breath of the Wild.
Yes. I know there were a lot of people that were complaining because they used the map. They were like, "Oh, it's just like a DLC," but it's not really, because like they've added so much. It's absolutely its own game, you know.
Yeah. And I didn't know certain things carried over from Breath of the Wild as well.
Yeah, like apparently horses carry over.
Yeah, I was capturing new horses because I thought I don't have horses in this game yet, and then I caught one fluff horse, and then
Yeah.
I looked at all the horses I had two fluff horses suddenly.
Yeah, that is handy. It's unfortunate that I played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U instead of the Switch.
Oh.
And so I didn't have save data on my Switch from Breath of the Wild, so I didn't get any of my horses transported across. But it's not a big problem, because catching a new horse is like not hard to do, and it feels kind of nicer in a way having a new horse for a new game.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't really use horses that much.
Yeah, I mean, when you can just summon a hover bike, the horses is like a little bit redundant.
Yeah, mostly what I do to get to places is I just go to one of the Sky Islands with teleportation and I just fly there instead of having to do anything.
That's a good answer. That is a good way to do things.
Unless you're in the depths, then no way of transport is a good way.
I mean, hoverbike still works in the depths.
Well, I tried to do a hoverbike, but it fell off the mountain.
Oh. The hoverbike, I found, is really difficult to actually like build, because you have to very precisely position the fans in the steering stick such that they're in line. If they're even like a tiny bit out, then it drifts to one side when you're flying it, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
But once you've got it, obviously you can just auto build it, so it's fine then. But getting it right, I spent a lot of time. I'd fly it, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm drifting a tiny bit to the left, and then I'd like put it down. I'd break it apart. I'd be like, okay, let's line it up, and then like fuse it back together, and then get back on it, and then it'd be like, no, it's still drifting a little bit, like until like the handling has to feel just right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your drifting is better. Yay! How are you? Also, my nightmare, if you're still here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I found that building things actually really accurately is really difficult in terms of the game. Since everything just snaps everywhere if you don't watch out.
Yeah.
At one point I tried to attach a wheel to something and the wheel itself attached to the platform instead of the little item that has to attach to it.
Yeah, the way objects snap together with Ultra Hand is like sort of simultaneously a blessing and a curse. It can be really nice when you're trying to build something that actually uses the snapping points, and it can be a huge pain when you want to position something in a specific spot, but there isn't a snapping point there, and it keeps trying to snap to like another snapping point like that's like in the wrong place.
Yeah, especially if you have a lot of items next to each other, then it becomes even worse.
Oh yeah, when you've got a pile of items like around on the ground, and then you can't fuse the things, like you can't stick the things together that you want because you keep accidentally like gluing on the wrong items.
Yeah, and then if you try to remove that one item, you forget that you have to select the one item, but you select the big item and then everything deattaches.
Oh yeah, if you like unattach, do the shake thing on like the item in the middle, everything on the outside just drops off.
Yeah, that happened a few times already.
Like when you build a car and then you put on 3 wheels and then you put the 4th wheel on slightly wrong, and then you try to pick up the wheel, but instead you grab the body of the car and then you like shake the right stick and then all the wheels drop off the car.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a car at one point. Not anymore though.
No, it's just a piece of stone.
Yeah. But yeah, those are just funny things that can happen in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your motivation to becoming a virtual is really fluffy though. Yeah, just.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of friends now, right?
Yeah, I've explained it before, and it's worked out great because I've got a bunch of friends now that I never would have made if I hadn't become a VTuber. I've discovered so much cool stuff. Like it's been amazing.
Yeah. How many friends do you have in your server? So many.
Quite a lot, I'd like to think.
Yeah, I think even more than 100 at the moment. Yeah.
There's more than 100 people in there, definitely, yes.
Those are all friends, right?
I suppose they are.
Yeah. Oh.
Certainly a lot of them are.
Welcome back, Amado.
Welcome back. Yeah.
So... Oh, next good point. Next good point. The most memorable point during your being virtual until now.
The most memorable point in like being a VTuber.
Yeah.
Up till now. Ooh, I mean, there's been a lot of good moments. Honestly, I feel like my re-debut stream when I like updated my design from my old human design to the Hellhound design, which basically just adding the fluffy ears, and there were a few other design changes too, but like the redesign and re-debut stream that I did, that was such a great experience. Like there was a lot of work and like a lot of process that like went into it. But like seeing like all the, all the friends that I'd made, all the people like show up and all like the hype around it, and everyone being so excited for the new model. The whole thing was just such a fun experience, and it really made me feel like happy that I was, that I was a VTuber.
Oh, yeah, I was at your debut, right? I remember the silly video you made.
Pretty sure you were, and yes, there was a very silly video. Yeah.
It felt like you were enjoying yourself so much during that stream. It's so good to see.
It was a really fun one, yeah, and it's a very memorable one too.
Yeah, I met a lot of memorable points that are still going to happen, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, I mean, there've been other moments that are memorable. Like, there's some of the Lego VTubers that I built. I remember when I first started the Lego VTuber project. That was quite a memorable experience. I remember when I think an interesting story related to my Discord server actually. When I built, do you know the VTuber Project Melody?
I heard of them, yeah.
Shoujo? Yeah. Well, I built her out of Lego one time, and it was a while later actually. I think somebody else also built a version based on the instructions that I'd sent, and she saw it, and then basically followed the trail back, and appeared one day, unexpectedly, in my Discord server, which was a very, very hype moment for me, because I think I got a message from one of my mods with just a screenshot saying Project Melody arrived in your server. And I was like, is this the real Project Melody? And yeah, it was. So that's like a little mini claim to fame that I have.
Yeah, that's a special moment, yeah. Are they still on the server, though?
What's that? Is she still in the server?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still there. If you go to my server right now, I don't know if she's online, let me see. And scroll down like the yeah, if you go down to where it says VTuber streamer, among the many VTubers, there she is, Project Melody.
Oh, yeah, I guess they really liked your build. Like, they are really good, and they are even getting better and better every time, of course. Yeah.
Well, I've kind of honed the craft of making VTubers. I've learned a lot about the brick techniques you can use to make various design features. But yeah, I always posted the instructions that I made for like how to build them in my Discord server. So I think that was why she joined, so she could get the instructions.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I've learned a lot of like very clever brick techniques, which are useful for doing different kinds of things.
Yeah, I can't imagine making one myself out of the blue that easily. I can probably make something, but it doesn't look represent anything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it would be really fun to like see someone else try and build a brick tuber, just to see like what they did, because obviously to me, like, with it being something that I've done so much and practiced so much and like really honed, like I know all the techniques, like I know all like the sort of the ways you can arrange the bricks. Like, I'm very experienced with it, and so it feels easy to me. But to someone who's never done it before, I imagine they'd probably build something like totally different.
Yeah, I will probably start with brick tuber and eventually have a wheel or something.
You just start building and then just go off track and build something else.
Yeah, that's something I will be doing.
Get distracted partway through.
Brick tuber should be this small. I made a wheel this big.
Yeah. It starts off small and then you just add too many bricks and it like becomes larger and larger.
Yeah, I'm already at this point. Why not continue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you end up trying to like use up all the bricks.
Oh.
You're like, well, I've only got there's like a few bricks left, so we might as well try and like add them in, you know?
Yeah. Have you been ever at this point that you just used all the bricks?
I've had multiple instances where I've been building brick tubers where I've run out of a specific color of bricks and had to like sort of either like rearrange things or try to be like more conservative with certain colors in order to finish the build.
Oh. What are
There are
you?
some colors I don't have as many bricks of. Specifically, I think the dark green color, I don't have very many dark green bricks. So like if a VTuber say has like a dark green hair, that could be difficult.
Oh, that would be
So there
a
are some
problem with
instances
Haruka then.
where I built Haruka, for instance, I actually used the lime green
Oh.
bricks instead of the dark green bricks to build her hair because I knew that I just did not have even close to enough of the dark green bricks to do a good job on like her hairstyle because she has quite a lot of hair. But the thing is, like, it's still green. It's just a slightly lighter shade of green. And when you when you finish the build, depending on like the lighting when you take the picture, it's not like that. Like, it's not that noticeable that the green bricks are too light, you know?
Yeah. If you don't put no other types of green in it, then it's just green at that point.
Yeah.
And we can also always adjust some photos with Photoshop, right?
Well, I'll admit I haven't ever done that. I haven't ever edited the pictures of the brick tubers that I've taken. Although I guess I could.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could like tweak the colors and things.
This was a green brick tuber at one point. Now it's blue.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Mono. I hope everything is going well with packing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something only an engineer can do. Definitely.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you bring any topics?
Did I bring topics? Well, it's interesting you asked me which topics I brought because a lot of the topics that I've written down are things we've already talked about. So I wrote down Tears of the Kingdom as a topic, which obviously we did already briefly talk about. I also considered like discussing like Twitch and YouTube streaming and sort of the difference between them, because obviously I'm someone who usually only streams on Twitch, and you, even though I know you do have a Twitch, you stream predominantly now on YouTube. But we already kind of talked about that. The other things I mentioned was D&D, because that's something that I already mentioned, could talk about at great length. But that again is something we already mentioned. And the other thing was just engineering stuff, which I don't know how interested in you are.
Well, we can talk a bit about engineering and maybe also a little bit more about the difference between YouTube and Twitch, of course, since it's a different world between the two.
That is true. I guess, and also food. Eduardo did point out that this is a duck stream and we haven't mentioned food once.
I was hoping to go without food.
You're going to try and avoid food.
It always makes me hungry during stream.
Make you hungry during stream to talk about food. Alright, we won't talk about food. We'll try and avoid it.
Well, what did you eat today, though?
What did I eat today, though? I had a pan of chocolate for breakfast. I think I had, like, curry and rice for lunch.
Ooh.
And I had, like, I mean, I haven't really, like, I didn't really have, like, a proper dinner as much because I had quite a big lunch. I had a bit of a snack. I had, like, some crackers, I think, and some ham.
It still sounds nice, though. You don't always have to be having a big dinner or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done much today. I find that, like, on days that I, like, do, like, a lot of exercise, I'm very hungry. But if I, like, have, like, a day that I don't do much, then I'm not that hungry.
Yeah, it's how your body reacts on losing a lot of energy with doing things. And if it's just a lazy day or a day off, then you don't have to eat that much. Real. They are British.
I'm a tea person. I don't like coffee.
But I real.
Yep. I am British. I like tea. I do not like coffee. I've never liked coffee. I don't mind, like, mocha. Like, if it's, like, coffee in chocolate. like I drink that. But honestly, I prefer tea.
Yeah, tea is good. Tea is good. And don't let chat tell you that tea is just water with flavor. No. No, chat, no.
No.
Oh, Stretch. Hey, what's your favorite tea flavor?
I'm stretching. I'll be honest. I'm not, even though I am British and I like tea, I'm not a great deal of a tea like connoisseur. I don't really know much about tea, so like I'd suppose like my favorite flavor would just be like just sort of like the normal like just a regular tea doesn't really mean anything. I guess like Dawn said, English breakfast, sort of just British tea.
Where are the fruities? Where are the fruities, Beb? No fruity? No.
Fruit tea. I've not tried many kinds of fruit tea, but the ones I've had I've liked. Like I think I had like a sort of blackcurrant type tea once, and that was quite nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've tried green tea as well. That's pretty nice.
And green tea is really nice. It's a more of a softer flavor compared to some other teas. The English tea is not something I will be drinking that much now myself, since I'm more of I like the sweet teas more, so I'm more with berries. Strawberry is also berry, of course. Melon. Also tried melon a few weeks ago.
Never tried melon tea, but that actually sounds like it could be really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. Weeble. Knocks. But yeah, I'm mostly from the combination fruit ones, or just fruit, or combination fruit ones with green tea, of course. A lot of tea.
Wow, yeah. I know you're quite a tea connoisseur, aren't you? Because you have you told me a while ago that you have loads of different types of tea.
Yeah, I do have quite a few types of tea. Not as much as a certain chat member though. There's someone in chat that has like 80 types of tea or something.
Oh wow.
That's so many. I think I only have 25 at the moment. Some of them are empty now, so that's not many at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, even so, that's still a lot comparatively.
Yeah, and I have a really cute fox tea set as well for it.
Oh
So
wow, that's so cute.
it's just tea mugs and big tea fox kettle.
Oh, that sounds really cute, honestly.
Yeah, there's also this collection from Starbucks, I think, with fox related things. I really want that one as well. It's more.
See,
It's more like
you
coffee and milk.
collect fancy tea paraphernalia.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Perhaps. I'd be curious to see it. Like, if you ever get a chance to like share a pic of your tea setup, if that's a thing.
Tea setup.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. I didn't get a replacement for that one, Turvy. Sadly, I bought a few of those items from that Starbucks collection in the past. Via one of these sale websites. Everyone can use sell though. I don't remember the name from that one. So I ordered a teacup from them, but it wasn't a real teacup from the original collection, so it was a fake one, unfortunately. Or was it eBay? Oh, I got it from eBay then.
Did you get it from eBay?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't a real one, so I did send them a message because it was missing a lot of details on the fox itself. It's one of these teacups. It's shaped like a fox, and there's a fox inside of it. But the fox inside of it didn't really look like a fox, though.
Oh, it was like misprinted. It was like obviously a manufacturing error.
Yeah, and it didn't match the original images of the original collection. So Derby told me it's probably a fake one. So I did contact
that is annoying.
Yeah, I did contact the seller, but they never replied to me about it.
That's really annoying. That is.
Yeah. It's also quite expensive to get them, unfortunately, so I was a little bit sad about it.
Yeah, I'd be sad if that happened to me. That's like... It's frustrating because, like, there's not a lot you can do in that situation.
No, unfortunately not. Well,
I guess just leave a bad review.
It's no fox.
Mm.
The fox is no fox. Yeah. Did you ever buy anything that wasn't supposed to be what it is, or was damaged or something? That made you a little bit upset?
I mean, I have an interesting story actually of something that happened. I think it was something that was something that was ordered through Throne, I think.
Oh.
It was a book that like someone had ordered that was supposed to arrive, and basically a package came, and it was a totally different thing.
Oh.
Like it wasn't even close to the thing that like it was supposed to be. I can't remember what it was. It was some kind of like, it was this strange metal gadget. It was like, it was some sort of like egg holder or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it was like this really weird like metal. I think it was some sort of like kitchen utility equipment, but like it just came in this package, and I was like, what the heck is this? Like I couldn't figure out what it was. I was very confused. I was like, this must have been delivered erroneously. But then after some time passed, I realized that like the book had never arrived. So then when I like went sort of up like researching all the various sort of what happened to it, like tracked the order, it was like, oh, it's been delivered. And I'm like, huh? And then I put two and two together and realized that the parcel that I'd received was they just delivered entirely the wrong thing. So I actually had to post it back to them, and then the correct thing arrived.
Oh.
Like a bit later. Yeah, I had to like go to the order and say, you've delivered me the wrong thing. And then I had to go through this whole process where I had to like go to a specific location where they had a post back scheme where you can like send back the item.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a whole adventure because I had to find this place, and then like I had to go in, and there was like this machine that like you have to scan it and then like prints out a sticker, and then you have to give it to the shipping guy, and then he like sends it back. But it worked out in the end. But that was weird.
Sounds like a funny quest you got there.
Yeah, it was quite eventful.
Yeah, it can happen, of course, that you get some wrong item, and then you just have to tell Amazon, this is not a book, this is city metal egg thingy.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, spaceship?
Oh, spaceship. There, look.
I haven't seen a
Flying
spaceship
cars.
before. Oh, I have
Wow.
seen spaceships, but not in this city game.
You've not seen any spaceships in Dock Simulator before, I guess.
Oh, only the saucers, the flying saucers, not this one.
I wonder how often it comes past. Do you think maybe it's like only like a very rare thing that happens?
Yeah, maybe. There are certain things that happen in these games, like there is a ship that enters an area on the water pole that comes by every few minutes, and then you also have events that only happen every once in a 4-hour, 5-hour period.
There's a much smaller ship coming through now.
Yeah,
Looks like.
it's just floating around the. Maybe we can get on. Oh, here we go. We can get on top of it. We're in it.
Oh, that's like the like a camera.
Yeah. And the thing we were on is a big space hippo or something.
I see it. Yes.
Doesn't make
It's like
sense.
the whole pool is enclosed in like a big glass bubble.
Yeah. A lot of different areas over here as well. Maybe. Let's see. How do I switch areas again? I always forget the button for this game. Game? I don't know. There's a button somewhere. Now we are stuck in space.
We're just stranded in space.
Yeah, but I think this duck is called Brr, Brr or something.
Did you just say like?
Yeah.
Is that its name?
Blame Jet for that one. Oh, here you go. Here we
Oh,
go.
we're back.
So yeah, it was something different. But what are we talking about? Wrong parcels, I believe.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the erroneous delivery.
Yeah.
Wrong parcel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos about people taking parcels from other people's porches. Does that happen around your area?
No, I think it's much more common in America. Because in the UK, delivery companies won't typically leave parcels outside your front door. Like, they'll come and they'll knock on the door, or they'll, ring the bell. And if you're not in, instead of posting the parcel, they'll either go around and, like, leave it with your next door neighbor, or they'll just post a note to the door saying, we tried to deliver it, but you weren't in. We'll try again tomorrow or something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't usually just leave stuff like on the porch. I think that happens much more commonly in America than in the UK.
Yeah, all these videos that I've been seeing are from the US, of course.
Yeah, because like in the UK actually it can be annoying because like you can go out for like a tiny bit of time. Like you could be like, oh, I've got a parcel coming today, and you could be waiting for like hours and then just go out for like half an hour or something to go get some like groceries or something, and then come back and find that like the one tiny bit of time you were away was the time that the delivery guy arrived and then missed you.
Yeah, and that always happens. They tell you a time and then it's not that time, or it's precisely a certain part of that time frame that they are arriving
Time they
in.
say is never the time they arrive.
No. Well, I can't blame the parcel person from this area, since they have to walk half an hour or even an hour, depending on how heavy the package is, before they get to to the foxhole.
So your house is pretty remote.
Yeah, in the forest.
Deep in the forest, I see.
But I told them just to keep it at the post office and just let me know if there's a package. And I can pick it up, so they don't really have to walk all the way. But sometimes they just like to have to walk towards the foxhole.
You probably just wanna meet the cute fox, don't they?
I'm not cute. Oi.
Okay.
He's fluffy.
If you say so.
He's fluffy.
The fluffy fox. Okay. If you say so, Yawayuki.
Okay.
Okay.
But they also sometimes don't really have anything to do, since there are not many people in the area. So they also have different jobs outside of being Beckett's person. I think we have only 15 people living in a village nearby. Something.
Oh wow. So it's like a really tiny village.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a big village though, because we have a lot of buildings, but some of these buildings are just for the village itself, and not from people themselves. Like we have this big hall. They use during if it's really hot during the summer, they just put the aircon in there, and then the older people in the village can gather in there to keep cold, since not many of these homes have aircon.
Oh, that's really nice. That's a good solution, I guess,
Yeah.
to
Last,
help save people from overheating.
yeah, last year I actually had to go there because it was just hot everywhere. So I stayed in that building for 4 days, I believe. Yeah.
Oh wow. Did you like have to bring a bunch of stuff with you?
Yeah. You selling groceries or stuff or during that period?
Yeah, I mean like if you were staying in this this one building where it was air conditioned for 4 days because it was like so warm you couldn't stay in your house. Did you have to bring like I don't know, like a sleeping bag or something so you could sleep there or
Well, they have some beds over there, so I don't really have to bring that, but only clothing and stuff.
I see, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's mostly for the elderly, but Arctic foxes also can't really stand the heat, so...
Yeah, Arctic fox is built for the cold, not for the warm.
Yeah. But it was a really extreme summer last year. This year, hasn't been that bad though.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice. Good that it's not been too warm.
Yeah. They live in front of the door in Germany too, but I haven't seen anyone take back. Oh! So they behave really well over there then.
Yeah.
The first time I heard the term of people doing it, got a little bit confused because I believe they are called porch pirates or something. So I was thinking, are they arriving a little ship on wheels or something?
Porch pirates. Yeah, imagine they have like a pirate ship on wheels. They drive down the road. They like swing out from the ringing, land on the porch, grab the parcel. Yeah, I think. Did you see Mark Rober's video about it?
I don't think I did.
Oh, so Mark Rober is a engineer YouTuber that I like to watch, and he basically designed a fake parcel that looks like a valuable parcel that someone had left, but it's actually like got like a hidden camera and a tracker and everything inside it. And then when they try to open it, it like sprays glitter everywhere.
Oh!
And it like plays voices and stuff. And he basically uses it to like catch people out who try to steal it.
Yeah, I don't mind if people do that against people that actually steal packages. Like, they are asking for it, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are asking for it. Yeah, that video is so funny. I think in like later, because he revised it multiple times, because they like upgraded it and kept designing better versions. He had like a stink spray that would like make a horrible smell when they opened it.
It's not engineered enough. Let's add more glitter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he sort of over-engineered it so much to like deal with the problems from like previous times. So like I think one of the things was that he found oftentimes when they'd lift up the lid and it immediately started spraying glitter, they would just put the lid back on it, and like that would like block most of the glitter from coming out. So he designed it so that after they lifted the lid off, there were like tiny pins that would pop out, so that then if they tried to put the lid back on, it like wouldn't fit anymore. So then all the glitter would keep spraying out. And I see he added more and more stink spray. Like the first version had like 1 canister of stink spray, and like by the time he was onto like the most recent revision, he had like 4 tins of like 4 tubes of stink spray in there.
Oh, yeah. I want to already imagine that the glitter would also be bad enough already because it's so difficult to clean up.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's
terrible to clean up.
How are you? Yeah, it is. I had it once in the foxhole, never again after that.
Never again.
No, I don't
You'll still find it like 2 years later.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was using it for. I think I was making a present for someone, so I had to use some glitter to make it more sparkly, but then I accidentally dropped the vial with the glitter.
Yep, and then your carpet will sparkle for the rest of all time.
Well, The carpet will be less worse. I have tatami floor.
Oh, I see.
So it's I have to just replace the whole tatami piece to get rid of the glitter at this point.
You have to just replace the whole tatami mat. I see.
Yeah, because it just goes into the mat itself. And it's you're never getting it
I
out.
can imagine it gets into the mat. You can't get that out, can you? Like.
Yeah. It only comes out
That's a lost cause.
inconvenient periods of time.
It only comes out when you don't want it to.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, it just sticks to anything that it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
I guess it's a bit like sand in that regard. Sand has the same property. It only sticks to things you don't want it to stick to.
I don't like sand. Nope.
I don't mind sand when it's on the beach. When it's like, you know, in my bed, then I really don't like it.
Yeah, but sand on the beaches can also be... Or it has to cool down a little bit, but it always hurts my feet when I'm on the sand, and if you get out of the ocean, it sticks to your feet.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't like that much either. But it's kind of unavoidable, there's nothing you can do about it.
Unless you go to one of these rock beaches, of course, but those also hurt your feet if you step on sharp rocks.
Yeah, I guess if you go to a beach that's just rocks and not sand, then you have to deal with walking on the rocks, which is not so comfortable.
Yeah.
It's okay if they're smooth rocks, but it's just if there are any pointy rocks in there.
Yeah. Well, there are certain beaches with sand that it's really, I don't know how to call it. It's not the sand particle itself isn't that big anymore, so it's really smooth. That's
fine.
Yeah, fine sand. Yeah, that's really good sand, that one. But only a few beaches of them. But they also color the beaches really white, I believe. So those are...
I think the like really white beaches, aren't they colored that way because the sand is made mostly from like coral particles instead of just stone?
Might be possible, yeah, but I was thinking it was also really fine sand itself, but maybe it's a different thingy that I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Because certainly my understanding was that like the really white sand beaches is where the sand is mixed with like a lot of like coral particles that make the white, because you can also get black sand beaches where the sand is made from volcanic rock, which is like a black color. So like the beach is like all black. I think you can get all sorts of different colors depending on like the minerals that the sand is made of.
Yeah, maybe even blue, because I know certain places that have blue colored water instead of just water. That's the minerals from the ground, I believe.
Yes, isn't there like places like that in I think New Zealand?
Might be.
I remember this because I had some friends who went to New Zealand on holiday a while ago, and they shared some holiday pictures, and I think one of them they showed these really like vivid blue like pools.
Yeah.
So that might be the thing you were thinking of.
Yeah, it might be in that area, and then I also remember that certain mining areas also have blue water, but it's not good blue water.
Oh yeah, that's from something that's not supposed to be in the water.
Yeah. They use something to clean the rock with or dissolve some materials out of the ground, and they use a certain chemical that turns the water blue, but they just put the water back into the nature, and that's never good, but apparently they keep doing it some places.
Yeah, some people don't learn, do they?
No. Actually, big mining areas are also really bad, because it just destroys the nature. I believe they had a lot of bombs in Norway or something over there that they wanted to do a really big mine somewhere, but a lot of people were against it because it was just going to destroy a big part of the forest somewhere.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Like, it's not really possible to mine at large scale without just making a huge pit, which is very ugly.
Yeah. And after they are done, they never clean the pit itself, so they just leave it as a pit. Unfortunately.
I know there are some places in England where they've got places where they had a mine, where they dug out like a quarry or something, and then afterwards they fill it with water and turn it into a lake.
Oh.
Because I think I've been to a lake that like used to be a quarry, or like, that started out as a quarry.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit better, but it's still not a forest if it's just a new lake.
It's still not entirely like, it's still not a perfect solution, but it's an improvement over just a huge muddy pit.
Yeah, they damaged the area so much nothing can grow there anymore, I believe. That's why they always look like the big pits they are.
Yeah, I guess if the soil is like got a lot of chemicals dissolved in it, then the plants will struggle to grow anymore. Or maybe only different plants will be able to grow, and the ones that originally lived there won't be able to survive anymore.
Yeah, and then you get an invasion of plants that aren't supposed to be in that one area, and then you have problems with the balance of nature.
Yes.
Why does this turn into a sad topic now suddenly?
Yeah, it's a bit depressing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I don't remind me, I had glitter in my room for about 6 years ago. I still find the glitter today. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, glitter really is just like that.
Yeah. Do you have any other funny things that happened lately?
Ooh, funny things that happened lately. Let me think. Do I have any recent funny stories?
I'm sure you do, because you have so many stories always.
I could tell you about the things that happened while I was on holiday.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Because there are some definitely somewhat funny stories to tell. I think that the biggest one was when I went wakeboarding, which is, I think the best way to describe it is, think of it kind of like, snowboarding.
Yeah.
But instead of snow, you're on water.
Oh.
And the way it works is that like, one way you can do it is that you basically get pulled. You have a handle you hold with a rope attached to it, and you can get pulled by like a boat. But the place that I went to, the way they do it is that they have like an overhead line, that like pulls the rope along, and you follow it, like through the water.
Oh.
And so I went basically to try that, and that was really fun. Honestly, it's real because like once you're actually like up and on the water, it's like really thrilling. But the thing is, when the overhead line turns a corner, what happens is that the line that you're holding goes slack for a bit, as like the rope goes around the corner, and then it goes like taut again, but it pulls off in a different direction because obviously it's gone around the corner. So as you come up to the corner, you have to kind of like lower your center of mass and like turn the board to prepare to go around the corner, and then the line goes slack, and then suddenly it pulls you again, but it pulls you like really fiercely, and then you like speed up, and it's like, it's a little, certainly for sharp corners it can be a little scary. And like I was going around on my, I think it was the first corner I came to. I got round, but then after I came round, I was going so fast, I was like off balance, and then getting up to the next corner, I like lost my balance and like basically fell over, and then sort of just flew and like essentially just belly flopped into the water.
Oh no! Oh, it was your first time doing it, right? Or?
Well, I had done it before. But what they do is that they have like a sort of training section, which is just one straight bit of line, and that bit is connected to like a switch which they can manually control how fast it goes. So basically they start off by like letting you get in, and then they do it really slowly, and then let you like learn how to like get up on the board and like sort of balance and everything, and then they'll like send you up and down a few times to like get to learn it. And so I'd already done that, but the thing is that this training session that I'd done, I did that when I was on holiday last year. So it'd been a year since I'd done the training, and so then this year I came and went straight onto like the main course, having not actually done it for a year.
Oh.
So even though I remembered what to do, I was a bit kind of, I guess, rusty.
Yeah. Well, that's only natural. If you haven't done something for a very, very long time, then you get a little bit rusty, of course. That's.
Yeah.
I always remember that mostly happens with languages and stuff and things you
Oh, I couldn't imagine.
do a lot for a while and then don't do it a lot for a while and then you forget a lot of words suddenly.
Yeah, you forget a lot of words. That's certainly the case with me because I learned in high school. I learned Spanish, but now I haven't I haven't used it. I haven't spoken Spanish in so long. Like I basically don't remember much of it anymore.
Yeah, well, you should have a good situation to learn a lot of those things again. But if you don't have an area that it's mostly prevalent, then you mostly have problems with keeping it up to date. Since you have so many things to take care about in normal life already.
Yeah, it's just there's so little time to like do things. It's certainly one thing that I always find. I feel like I don't have enough time to play all the games I want to play. Like there's always new games coming out, and I feel like I've not finished the the last one. You know, like I've still not finished Tears of the Kingdom. But now I've started playing Baldur's Gate. It's like, you know, I wish I had more time.
Yeah, that's something I actually talked about with chat last week. That there's not enough time to play all games and do things. We need more times a day. Yeah, more hours, please.
Absolutely. I absolutely could not agree with you more. Like, you're so right.
And also remove time zones, please.
Oh, time zones, yeah. Because what time is it? What time is it for you right now?
It's on the top.
Oh, 8:48. Oh, so you're earlier than me. So for me, it's an hour later. So for me, it's 9:49, whereas for you, it's 8:49.
Cow.
Oh wow, cow.
Cow.
Where'd that come from?
I've no idea. Suddenly cow. I know this cow box over here, but it's suddenly cow floaty.
Oh, that's new.
Wait, it's an alien cow.
What makes it alien?
The eyes.
Are you sure those are its eyes, or is that just a black spot on its forehead?
Black spots look different. Look.
No, you're right. It does have 3 eyes. I see what you mean. Because it's like sort of raised slightly.
Yeah. Suddenly cow. Suddenly cow.
Yeah. Removing time zones would be good. The problem is that some people would have to like live in the dark.
I wouldn't mind. I like the dark. It's really pretty with the moon and everything. The foxes are nocturnal anyway, so.
That is true. While I was on holiday, I saw so many foxes. It seems there are a lot of foxes in the south of England where I went. Because like multiple nights, whenever we were like out late at night, we would see them. Like sometimes, I think there was one night where I think it was just like a short walk when we went on, and we still saw like something like 4 foxes.
That's a lot of fox. You also hear them during the night.
Yeah.
Well,
I've heard that they can be very loud.
Well, that were the foxes. There were just people over there watching stream. But yeah, foxes can make a lot of different noises. Have you ever watched the videos from Save a Fox?
I don't think I have, no.
No, they have the fox sanctuary. They save foxes from pelt companies, because they get rid of the foxes. And they have a really big yard, and there are a lot of those foxes that have all different kinds of vocals. So every fox has their own kind of talking.
So some of them just like make a variety of different noises.
Yeah, like people, they all sound different.
That makes sense. It makes sense that animals have variety just like people do.
Yeah, but I think also foxes also have the biggest range of sounds they can make. So you can never really recognize if it's a fox or it's something else sometimes during the night.
Yeah, I can imagine. What are foxes like? Eduardo asked what a fox is like in England. They are like, I think the ones we have in England are mostly sort of orange coloured. And they're not that big. They're like slightly bigger than the size of like, I guess, cats. Like slightly bigger than a house cat, I'd say. And they, yeah, they prowl around at night. They wander about.
Yeah, the ones over there are just the common red fox.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Those are a little bit.
Probably know more about foxes than I do.
Maybe.
I mean,
I'm a
since you
fox.
are a fox VTuber,
No.
I expect you to be knowledgeable.
I'm a kitsune, not a fox,
I see.
but also a fox.
You're a mythical fox, I suppose.
Yeah, you can look at it that way.
Yeah, I guess a kitsune isn't quite the same thing.
Oh, well, it translates into fox. If you want to translate it to English, but it's different, but also still the same a little bit.
Your description says you are a fox. Let's scroll down and have a look. I am Sakura Yawayuki, fluffiest virtual Arctic fox and big tea lover.
Chat, are you calling me out? This is not how we agreed on things, chat. Oi. The description is not true. No. Someone else did rewrite it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, your description does also say that I'm world famous.
It's true.
Which I've just read.
It's true.
I mean, I suppose it's true that, like, people know me from many different parts of the world. But I think you're stretching the definition of world famous a little bit.
Well, you're also the only Beb Engineer. So,
yeah,
you're the most famous Beb Engineer as well.
this is true. You can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, you see? Yes, it's
I'm the most famous Beb. I don't know any other Bebs.
I know one.
Although, frustratingly, whenever I try to make an account in like a game, the name Beb is always taken. Because it's so short, it's just 3 letters.
Yeah. Or someone knows you're going to play it and then just takes Beb.
Maybe. Who knows? There might be other Bebs out there, but I've never seen one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess there must also be other Yawayukis.
Oh, do you know what Yawayuki stands for though?
I actually don't. I'm curious.
Wait, don't you know Yuki?
I don't know much Japanese, if I'll be honest.
Yuki means snow.
Yuki, yeah.
Yawa means
That makes
soft.
sense, actually. Soft snow, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, Yuki-onna is like a creature that lives in snow, isn't it?
Snow Ice Woman, yeah. That's a yokai, yeah.
That's the other place I've heard the word Yuki.
Oh. You need to play more Japanese games, I guess.
Maybe I do.
But you're Tears of the Kingdom into Japanese.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because I've seen you you play the Japanese version, don't you, when you've been streaming it?
No. Zelda's just English.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought I had a... No, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I had a Japanese version.
Maybe that's not a game, since most older games I play in Japanese, especially the ones that are themed about around Japan, but for Zelda I just play in English.
I must be misremembering then. Don't mind me.
Hi Croak! Hi! How are you?
Welcome. Hello. What's crocking?
That's their greeting. Yeah.
That's a cool greeting.
Yeah, there are a lot of really fluffies. They all have their special ways of doing things, like having special ways of saying hi, or having special abilities.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like how some people like always announce themselves in a certain way or have like certain funny mannerisms.
Yeah. But chat can also be really mean sometimes, though.
Oh yeah, I know.
Especially when I was still on Twitch, because the channel points. I had this one channel theme, reverse it was called, and I had to reverse my controller.
Ooh, so you have to play with an inverted controller.
Chat decided how I was going to hold the controller, so upside down or to the side or something.
Yeah, that's gonna make gaming a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it was mostly during Monster Hunter streams that certain chat members changed into reverse.
I hope it was an expensive regime that cost a lot of points.
I think 500 or something.
Oh wow. That's not that much, I think.
But it's only 2 minutes, so it's okay, I guess.
I mean, I feel like you're being quite generous there. If that was me, I'd charge like a few thousand points for that.
1 million coins, at least.
Wow, I mean, I think I have seen some streamers who have redeems that are like 1 million points, but it's always like, I think there's one streamer I watch that has a redeem that's just end the stream.
Oh.
But it's like 1 million points.
But that doesn't make it fun, right? It's just once,
yeah,
and
it's
then...
very silly. There is one streamer I know that has a redeem that's 50,000 points, and it's just called Waste Your Points.
Oh.
And it doesn't do anything. It just wastes your points.
Well, the name suggests what it does, right?
Yeah.
Achievement do not pay with same coin, say oi to... Eh?
Say oi.
That always wants me to say oi for some reason.
I think you
Hmm.
just say oi whenever chat are assassing you.
Maybe. Gentle teasing is okay as long as chat understands. Yeah, that's true, but... No, Fluffy chat never does anything wrong up till now, no. Luckily, I'm really lucky we never had any bad things happen in chat up till now. Oh, Fluffies are really good. Yeah.
That is nice. It's nice to have a well-behaved chat.
Yeah. Is your chat actually nice behaved, Beb?
My chat is mostly well-behaved. I have a few people who are a bit chaotic. But I don't have anyone who's like really, really mischievous.
You don't have enough foxes in chat then?
I don't know, I mean... I guess, yeah, I suppose you're typically the only fox that appears in my chat.
Oh, I suppose so.
Can't think of any other fox.
You also have Umbreon, right? Umbreon is also a fox.
Is Umbreon? I never thought of Umbreon as a fox, but I guess you could consider Umbreon a fox.
Eevee is a fox type, I believe.
Well, in that case, then yes. And Umbreon is quite mischievous, so that checks out.
I found one redeem that was 9 billion. 9 billion?
Yeah, I think that was probably a joke redeem. I don't know what the maximum amount you can actually set as the cost of a redeem is. But 9 billion seems like something you would, like, even if you've been watching someone, like, since they started their channel, I don't think that even from then to now, you could have made 9 billion points.
Oh, let me see. How many zeros is a billion?
I think, like, 9 zeros, right? Because it's 1,000 million. And a million is 6 zeros.
Let me see.
Because a million is 1,000,000, which is obviously 6 zeros. So a billion is 1,000 million, which would be 9 zeros. Although I think that there's a difference between, like, I think in America and in, like, the UK, a billion is a different amount or something.
Oh, isn't that the difference between a billion and a trillion or something?
Maybe, I don't know. I might be misremembering this.
Yeah.
But I think in my mind, obviously a million is 1,000,000. And then a billion is 1,000 million. And a trillion is 1,000 billion. So a trillion would have 12 zeros.
Oh, stretch. Yeah, I'm going to try to calculate how many years you have to be daily on the stream, but I don't even know how to do this calculation.
Well, the problem is you'd have to figure out how many points on average you would earn, like, per stream. So it would be a case of how often does the streamer stream and how long do they stream, which would then allow you to calculate how many points you would earn on average in a stream. Because you also get points for things like watch streak. So you'd have to basically watch every single stream to make sure you always got watch streak points. You get extra points for rating, and you also get a few extra points, I think, if you gift, like, bit, like, once a month or something. There's like a little point bonus for the first time you gift subs or bits. Plus you get more points if you're subbed, and you get, like, an increased amount of points if you're subbed at a higher tier. So, like, I think if you're sub tier 1, it's like 1.2 times, and then if you're sub tier 2, it's 1.5 times. And tier 3 subs get double points, so tier 3 subs get 2 times the amount of points everyone else gets.
Wait, do tier 3 subs actually exist?
Well, I mean, barely anyone uses tier 3 subs, really. Except for, like, big streamers, I guess. Some big streamers, people do tier 3 subs because they, like, want to get noticed more, I guess. Do mods also get a bonus on points? I don't know, they might do. I actually don't know about that, but it's possible.
Yeah, but I know that the mods aren't able to do certain things with the points because they are mods or something.
Yeah.
But
basically, if we assume the most favorable circumstances, which would be that, like, you have a tier 3 sub, and you watch every stream and you always get watch streak and you always gift the required bits to get the additional bonus, then it would just be a case of how many hours, say, you know, does the streamer stream per given time, like per week or whatever, and then you could work out how many points you'd earn per week and then how long it would take to make 9 billion points. But, like, we just sort of have to take, like, a stab at it, like ballpark figures. I think you earn something like maybe like around 200 points an hour, something like that, I think. Plus you get, like, an additional 250 for a raid, and then it's like I think it's like 450, or is it 350 it caps out on for the watch streak. So, like, if we say you earn, like, it would be like, what, 450 plus 300 plus, if we say like 200 times like a 3-hour stream, that's like, if I just round it up, it says, say, 1,500 points per stream if you're, like, doing the maximum amount you can to gain points. Although that wouldn't take into account being a higher tier of sub, would it? Like, if you're a tier 3 sub, you get twice that. Okay, let's be generous and say you can earn 3k points in a stream, right? That would mean that 9 billion, which is 9 times 10 to the 12, right? If we divide that by, that would still be, yeah, that would still be like 3 trillion streams, which would be like, yeah, If you streamed once every day, if you streamed every single day, that would mean you would have to stream every day for about 8.2 million years.
Okay, that's never going to happen then.
That's never going to happen.
No, no. Yawayuki, thank you for spending the last 2 hours with me. I'm totally thankful for the community build. Thank you for helping me doing it. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hope you will be okay in the future. Make sure you're okay yourself.
Thanks for hanging out, Eduardo.
Eduardo is moving away from where they live at the moment, and they can't join streams in the future anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but please be safe, Eduardo. That's the most important thing. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about the community. I hope to see you. Really want to see you in the future again. I'm certain of it that you will be returning to us in the future. But first, think of yourself, okay? It's most important. Yeah. Thank you for all the good times. Thank you.
Moving can be pretty complicated. Like, it can take a while to get everything sorted out.
Yeah. They are moving to an area with on top of a mountain, and they don't really have any connection to anything and stuff.
Oh, so like it's gonna be hard to join streams when there's like barely any internet.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really sad that they had to move because they didn't want to, but situations changed, and luckily they've been able to spend time with us for the last couple of weeks. But I'm pretty sure we see all Fluffies back in the future again.
Yeah.
9 trillion years? Did you say that?
I think it was 8 million years, 8.2 million.
Oh.
If I'm gonna be exact, I can tell you exactly. This is pretty estimational anyway, but like, is 8,219,178 years.
The Earth isn't not even that old yet, right?
Honestly, I don't know.
How old is the Earth?
It might be.
Oh, 4.45 billion. Okay, that fits. That fits.
Yeah. So no, that's a lot more than 8 million.
Oh, you only have to stream once a year with that command.
Yeah. If you started streaming when the Earth first formed, I guess, then you could have accumulated 9 billion points.
Yes. So, which chat member is already joining stream for that long, I wonder?
Problem is, I don't think like Twitch or YouTube existed back then.
Oh, all type of Twitch. It was just shadow puppets.
Yes.
Then you had the. I saw this one video with if YouTube existed in the Stone Age. they had this they watched YouTube on a rock, and then they had the likes were Ooga, and then the subscribers were Booga or something. I will look up this video off the stream for you. This is really funny one.
You have to look it up and show me, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how the streaming environment and everything will be looking like in the next 10 years. A lot of things will probably change.
A lot of things will change, but I don't know. I'm not sure how it will change. Twitch has made a lot of like bad decisions with the way they're like doing things, which has led a lot of people to try and leave Twitch for other platforms. But there are no other platforms that are currently in a good position to like really compete, except for YouTube, which obviously is missing a lot of features. So my prediction, I think, is probably that as YouTube gains more features, more and more people will be streaming on YouTube. and chances are YouTube will become more like Twitch. But until YouTube manages to have like a proper, like, I guess like a live page, which operates the same way that Twitch does, it's probably still going to be Twitch that's preferred for live streaming. So it would require drastic change from YouTube before, like, the whole, like, center of mass of streaming shifts, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's definitely something that will be heading that way, probably. I feel like YouTube is a much safer space to stream on compared to Twitch, since Twitch has some questionable things in the past, unfortunately, with decisions and types of streams they were allowed on their platform. So I felt like YouTube is
Twitch
always
has been through so many controversies.
Yeah, YouTube always feels like it's a safe place to be, but they are missing a lot of features. But at least I hope it won't also change like Twitch did in the last few years. But yeah, finding streams is quite difficult on YouTube, since I don't even know if there's a page with all the streams. You probably only have to know the channel or subscribe to something.
Like, the only way you find a stream on YouTube is just if you see someone who you're already subscribed to is live in your like sidebar. Like, there is no page for just live streams. Like, sometimes they'll also put live streams like in your recommended, like just mixed in with the other videos. But it's very rare that like I click on a random stream if I'm just browsing YouTube, because I usually just want like just a short video to watch.
Yeah.
I don't want it, like, if I wanted to join a stream, it would open Twitch, wouldn't I? Like,
yeah, that's the way things are approached at the moment at YouTube. So it's also quite difficult to grow and gain momentum on YouTube compared to Twitch. But Twitch just has their own problem, because there are so many streams and it's difficult to jump out of the other streams, I believe.
yeah. Did YouTube add a live tab? I mean, I don't see one. Among all the various tabs that I've got, you know, subscriptions, library history, your videos, watch later, like videos, and then all, you know, your subscriptions.
I don't know.
Oh no, there is. If you keep scrolling down, it says explore. There is a button that says live.
Are there any foxes on there?
There are not. No.
Okay. YouTube bad. We are going to leave YouTube. No fox.
Yeah, but all the, like, it seems like there's no algorithm being applied to the streams on the live tab, because I've just opened it now, and on the live it's got Ludwig, and then it's just got some, like, it's got Sky News for some reason, apparently.
Okay.
And the lo-fi hip-hop radio. And then some, like, football-related thing.
Oh, so it's not focused on games. It's mostly just all types of live streams.
Yeah, it's just everything sort of mixed together. There's no real, like... And the other thing is, obviously, like, you would expect that, given that what I usually watch is, like, gaming content or, like, VTuber-related stuff, that YouTube would show VTubers here. But, like, among all the streams, I can't see a single VTuber.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not taking into account like my watch habits when it's choosing what streams to recommend, which is kind of defeating the point.
Yeah, and that it also makes it really difficult to find new channels or find new community members, of course.
Yeah, because all the channels on there are like huge.
Yeah.
Because this is something I've noticed with Twitch. When I like first started on Twitch, my recommended was always full of just like huge channels. But the longer time I spent watching smaller channels and the more smaller channels I followed, the more often Twitch would start recommending smaller channels instead. So now most of my recommended are like, you know, sub 100 viewer channels. Whereas in the past, it would all be like channels with thousands of viewers. So Twitch has learned that I tend to watch more small streamers than bigger streamers.
Yeah.
And it's reflected that in its recommendations.
Well,
whereas obviously YouTube hasn't.
That's actually a good thing that way from Twitch then to focus on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope they will sometime in the future at least make a streaming tab for games on YouTube, and then maybe even, if you're really lucky, a YouTube or a VTuber tab.
That would be amazing. See?
Yeah.
Like the way Twitch works with tags and with also setting the game you play, because on YouTube you don't actually set like a game. Like on Twitch you pick the game you're playing.
Actually we do.
Where?
Underneath stream in the description, it's on chatting at the moment, because yeah, this is chatting stream, and if you have a normal one, it has the description what game and where you can buy the game and stuff.
So I was gonna say, I don't see anywhere where it says like, but this is because I'm unfamiliar with YouTube live streams.
If you go to my stream from yesterday, there will be Hollow here in the description underneath stream.
Ah, I see what you mean. Like, because they do that with like videos as well. Well, like if it's a video about a game, it will have the game in the description.
Yeah, that's also for streams, but you have to tell YouTube what you are streaming.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. But because it's just a chatting stream, it doesn't have one included.
Oh, I put it on the just chatting category or something. I think it's called chatting and people or something on YouTube.
That makes sense.
Well, aren't we chatting, Beb?
We are chatting. Yeah.
I'm not really playing this.
You could put Plastic Duck Simulator on there, but like, it's just for the background, isn't it?
Yeah. It's I always put this.
To look at.
Yeah. Also, it's just going to be home. I like to have something on the background to look at with silly things like the cow floaty and stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the point of Plastic Duck Simulator. Like, it seems like a silly game at first, but then you realize it's just there to be like a background, you know?
Yeah. It's also...
Like, it just creates a vibe.
Yeah, it became really popular for some reason, and a lot of people really like the game. Even if it's just for this.
It's just chill, isn't it? It makes you feel like you're sat on a poolside, just relaxing, watching the ducks float. Yeah. It creates a vibe of like calm, which is nice.
Yeah. I hope the next pool will also be so fluffy as this one. They will be adding one this or next month, I believe, again. We are going to gather all the expansions, so we will be having around 1,000 ducks at one point.
Oh wow, they keep adding new ducks and new pools and stuff as the game goes on.
Yeah, like this is the original one, with all these ducks.
Yeah.
Then you have this one, Ducks Please. And then you have Duck Addiction. That's the last one. And then you have the special ones. And Event Ducks. A lot of ducks.
There are a lot of ducks to unlock.
Yeah. There's all
and you've unlocked a lot of them too, haven't you?
Well, I got all of the normal ones outside of this one. This one is from this pool, I believe. And then these are Christmas ducks.
Ah.
They have even had a collaboration with the big ship game, I believe, World of Warships or something. So they had some ducks that are World of Warship ducks.
Oh, warship ducks. That's a fun idea.
But yeah, it's a really good background game. Or background image video thingy. I don't know how to call it other than a game.
I mean, I suppose it technically is a game. I guess it's a bit like I use stream avatars, which is, I guess, technically a game. But the idea is that you just put it on your stream, and then everyone in chat has a little avatar that like runs around, and you can like play with other avatars and stuff.
Yeah, it's something I see a lot of on Twitch. It's not prevalent on YouTube, but it's something a lot of people have on Twitch, and some people channels even have their own custom characters. Like I have this other fox that I know that they are called Chi. They all have snow foxes on the bottom of the screen.
That is cute, yeah. Yeah, the one that I use has Pokemon. I think the Pokemon one is the most commonly used and the most popular one. But you can also get custom avatars. Yeah,
but Beb, where is my Aloha Obix?
Where's the what? A lowland Vulpix?
Yeah, where's my Alolan Vulpix?
I mean, I think you have to ask the stream avatars creators.
Hmm.
I don't know if there's anything. I mean, I should actually look and check to see if there's more stream avatars I can download, because I think there might be more that like you can add to expand
Ooh.
the. Because basically the way it works is that you have to download like bundles which include the different Pokemon in.
Oh.
And then that creates the library of avatars that are available. And I have like the first 6 gens or something available. And I think at the time that was all the ones that they made, but it's possible they might have made more now.
Yeah, I think so,
But
because they
obviously the
have so many Pokemon by now, right?
Yeah, the one that I had obviously didn't include a lowland Vulpix, but it did include regular Vulpix though.
Okay. Thank you for coming, Mint. Hope to see you tomorrow or somewhere next week. Bye bye.
Get a good sleep. Bye.
I was a bit confused what that duck is doing, but that's the flyy duck. So, what you're up to for next week, Beb?
So next week I have the usual Lego VTubers stream. On Monday I have D&D on Tuesday, and then I have a Tears of the Kingdom stream on Friday. But that is actually going to be a little earlier than usual.
Oh.
Because I am going away over the weekend.
Oh.
And so I won't be able to stream on Saturday.
That makes sense. I hope you have some comfy days off.
Yes, I'm hoping it'll be good.
Yeah. So, are you still doing the picking random virtuals from the suggested list for tomorrow?
I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. I think I still have. Let me see. Let me find my list. Ooh. Right. Let me just cross off the ones I did last week. I still have 5 people left on the list.
Ooh.
So I probably will do another 2 from the list. Although if you have another recommendation that you want to send to me, I will not reject it.
Can I suggest Beb?
I already made Beb.
But the new Beb.
Yeah, the Beb that I made was my current model.
Oh.
Was this one.
Maybe you didn't do the new one and only the old one.
Yeah, because when I built it was on my debut stream.
Oh.
When I debuted the new model, as a chunk of that stream, I built Lego Beb.
Oh.
Because I remember on that stream, the re-debut stream, what I did, it was a really long stream. I played the lore video. I revealed the new model. I had a segment which was just sort of chatting and banter for like a while, and then I went to Lego. I built a Lego Beb brick tuber, and then after that I played Celeste. You know Celeste?
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Platformer. Yes. And what I did was I played through the whole of Celeste in one stream.
Oh. Isn't that like a 6-hour game or something?
I beat it in about 3 hours.
Oh.
I didn't play like the final chapter, and I also didn't play any of the B-sides. I was just the story basically.
Oh, okay, and then it's a little bit faster.
So it wasn't like a completionist playthrough. It was just play through the story. It was a much more laid back kind of playthrough. So I didn't bother getting all the strawberries, for instance. But yeah, it took me pretty much exactly 3 hours.
Ooh.
In fact, I think I finished it, and the in-game timer was like 2 hours and 59 minutes and 50 seconds or something. It was like right under 3 hours.
Oh, but it's probably also just looking at how much you play the game and not the menu or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, the in-game timer only records like actual game time and doesn't include things like cutscenes, I think. So in the stream it would have been a bit longer. So I think it was probably maybe like 3.5-ish hours worth of on-stream content. But yeah, the only reason I was able to do that is because I'd already played it previously.
Oh.
So like, I have 100% completed Celeste. I've completed all the levels, all the B-sides, all the C-sides, and the DLC level, and gotten all the strawberries in all the stages, and also all the crystal hearts in all the stages. So I've played it a lot, and so through playing all the really hard levels, because like the B and C sides are like brutally hard, playing like the main story levels comparatively is relatively easy.
Oh.
So just playing the main story for me was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you practice a lot for it, looks like.
Yeah. There's no way I could have done that if it was my first time playing the game. But I already knew what I was getting into, so I was pretty confident that I knew that I could do it. Which is why I said I'm going to play the whole game in one stream.
Oh well.
I wouldn't have put myself up to that if I didn't think I could do it.
At least as long as this was fun, right?
It was great fun. Because it's one of my favorite games. It's a game I really love. And getting to experience the whole story over the course of one stream was just a really nice experience.
Yeah. Maybe you have to do that.
I'm glad that I chose to play that game because it is a good game.
Yeah, I might have to do this with Ori at one point.
Have you played through Ori before?
Yeah.
So you're familiar with it. You'll be able to play through again faster.
Yeah, definitely the first Ori is going to be one stream only. I think it took us 3 streams when we first played it, and I know what to do this time, but it's one of these games that maybe I shouldn't revisit though, because it's one of these games that makes you really emotional the first time. It has a lot of impact, and I have the feeling if you play it again, it has less impact to you.
Yeah, I've heard it's very emotional. I actually own that game. I think I got the like the collection. I got like the edition that includes both the first and second game in like one cartridge, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't properly played it. Yeah, I played a little bit of it, but I haven't properly like played it right through yet, which is a shame because I want to. But once again, I find myself constrained by time.
Yeah, time again. But you should really play it at one point. It might be one of these games that I actually cried at the end of it.
There aren't many games that I've cried at, but I've heard other people say that they cried over it.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah, I know. I cried at Xenoblade.
Oh.
Xenoblade 3. I don't know if you've ever played a Xenoblade game.
No. I heard of them, I saw some things, but I never played any. And bye-bye, Nox. Have a really comfy nap.
Yeah, night, Nox. Night.
Yeah, I never played Xenoblade, but there are a lot of games I never played. And some fluffies are pretty surprised I've never played. Games like Mario? I never played a Mario game, for example.
You never played any Mario game?
No.
Are you going to? Are you going to play, like, Mario Wonder or something?
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
That looked really fun, that one, yeah. I do have a Mario game, but I never actually played it. That's the one with the big ship, a head ship or something.
Oh, Mario Odyssey?
I think so.
I was going to say, if you're going to play any Mario game and you've never played a Mario game, I'd recommend Mario Odyssey, because obviously it's on the Switch, and it's really, really good. But then follow up from that, Mario Galaxy, and by extension Mario Galaxy 2, are some of my favorite games of like all time ever.
Yeah, I saw you stream that one a while ago.
Yes, I love Mario Galaxy, and Mario Galaxy 2, they're both great. Mario Sunshine, it's okay, it's a pretty good game. Less so do I love it because there are some things in that game that are really annoying.
Oh no.
There are a few stages and a few places where like the controls are quite janky and that it's a bit difficult, and it doesn't hold quite the same charm for me as Mario Galaxy does. Because I didn't play it as a kid like I did with Mario Galaxy.
Oh. Yeah, and some of these games feel different from way back, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, Mario Galaxy, funnily enough, still feels just as good to play now as an adult as it did when I was a kid. The only difference is that it's a little bit easier now. Like, as a kid, I remember struggling a lot more on certain stages, but, like, coming back to it as an adult, it's all very much quite an easy game. Like, it's not a very difficult game. And I remember there were some parts that I struggled with as a child, and coming back I was like, oh, I remember this was hard, or like, oh, this was a difficult boss fight, or oh, this platforming section was tough, and I just do it and be like, oh, actually no, this is trivial.
This wasn't difficult at all.
Yeah, but your perception just changes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you also have something in reverse though, that something was easier in the past but now it's really difficult?
Are there any games that, like, I thought were really easy, but then coming back I found them hard? I don't think so.
I know one.
I think... Go on.
Hide and seek.
Well, because I've gotten bigger now.
Yeah.
So it's harder to hide. No, I get that. I was gonna say maybe Mario Kart, but that's more of an illusion. But it's because in the past when I played Mario Kart, I'd only play Mario Kart with, like, my brothers or, like, my family. And none of them were very good at Mario Kart, so I would always win. And now whenever I play Mario Kart, I play with, like, other people who are actually not bad at Mario Kart, which means I'm much less likely to win. So my very much, like, flatly average Mario Kart skills made me feel like I was an expert, whereas in reality I really wasn't. So playing Mario Kart nowadays, I tend to lose a lot more than I used to when I would just play with people I could easily beat.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's an example.
Yeah, you actually play with other gamers this time.
Yeah, when you're playing with other people who play games rather than, like, my parents who barely know how to hold the controller. Who, like, drive into the walls, you know?
Yeah, what is this silly device with sticks on it? You can move. Yeah, well, I also have some problems with controllers though. I always used mouse and keyboard, but if I have a Switch, I used to get a bit better at controller, but it's still difficult sometimes.
You're just naturally more of a mouse and keyboard kind of gamer.
Yeah. Oh, actually more VR sometimes. I'm much better with VR. But you can play Beat Saber with Switch controller, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because you do quite a bit of Beat Saber content, don't you?
Yeah. I had a really long period that we used to stream 2 days a week of Beat Saber, and I don't actually know why it all changed, but I guess we changed to other types of games and stuff. But maybe in the future I can, but I can't really stream Beat Saber on YouTube though. Because music.
Oh, the music copyright is too strict.
Yeah.
That is gutting, yeah. I guess yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah. I understand why they do it, but I want to play Beat Saber.
I'd be frustrated if I was in that position. But, like, there's not really a way around it, is there?
No, unfortunately not. But we'll find a way.
Can you stream on YouTube and set it to not save the video?
I think
YouTube always do that automatically.
I think it will take down the stream itself when streaming.
That's the trouble.
I had this once with Head in Time stream at the start of YouTube. It took down a stream while I was streaming because I was thinking it was copyrighted music or something.
Oh, oof. That is annoying.
So I had to continue
so
and
just like
fix
the
that
stream
game.
ends while you're streaming it?
Yeah, I didn't even notice until I got a message from one of my mods like, stream is not available anymore because of copyright.
Oh, that is annoying. Yeah, I was going to say, some people on Twitch, what they'll do is they'll just play copyrighted music in their stream, but set it to not save the VOD. So
Oh.
after the stream ends, there is no VOD. So then they can just play whatever they want, basically, because it doesn't matter then, because the evidence is gone effectively. After the stream's over, there's nothing left.
No, detective. There is no evidence at all. No, nothing here. Nothing here.
Yeah. I find it usually tends to be art streamers who will just play like music in the background while they're doing art.
Yeah.
And they just want someone to keep them company while they draw, basically, and they don't really care about the VOD. So they just, don't save it.
Yeah, it's really difficult, and I understand that not everyone can afford making or let special music be made for them, because it can be really expensive music sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. But I think you can also just get copyright-free music. Like, there is some music that is copyright-free.
That's true, but most of this copyright-free music always sounds like it's going to be a business presentation.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a few channels where you can get good copyright-free music, but like a lot of the time it is a bit lame. Because the starting soon music that I have playing on my stream, I found on like a random website for copyright-free music. But the background music I have that plays in my sort of chatting and during the Lego sections of my stream. That is custom music that I commissioned from an artist. I think they did a good job on it. It's very comfy.
Yeah, it is. But maybe it's also an option to do something like, yeah, welcome to my business presentation stream.
Yeah.
These are the slides of my current. I don't know what they present with. Oh!
Yeah, what are you?
Oh!
What's happening? I heard a sound.
Oh no! Floaty!
I deflated!
Wait, milk? Okay, we have milk now.
Oh, the water's turned to milk? This is certainly something.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to turn into milk. Now it's a milk pool.
Yes.
Maybe it'll turn into water after a while. I don't know.
I'm conflicted on how I feel about the milk pool. I don't know. Would you jump in a milk pool, Yawayuki?
No.
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 Oh, it's changing color again.
Yeah, now it's blue.
It's going blue.
Oh, there we go. It's just gone.
Oh wait, no. It's changing back.
Oh, bye.
The floaties just disappeared, just blinked out of existence.
Nothing here. Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't see anything.
No. Ooh, it's already getting pretty late. And I just noticed. You've been talking for quite a while. Yeah.
It's been like well over 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, I mostly stream for 2.5 hours, but it's already 9 hours, 9 minutes past.
Ooh, 9 hours. Yeah, it is. Do you want to wrap up then?
Yeah,
Are there
I
any
think
other
so.
things you wanted? Any other questions you had stocked you wanted to ask me?
Not at the moment. I had some other things about engineering, but maybe we can talk about engineering next time, because it's quite a big topic, isn't it?
It is a pretty wide topic, and it is something that I will probably ramble about quite a lot.
But
Because there's a lot to say.
Let's keep that for next time.
Yeah, go on then.
I think you also want to get some evening tea and some naps soon, right?
Yes, I will also need to get ready. I do have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which,
so,
funnily enough, is engineering.
also expected from our engineer over here.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, Beb. It was a lot of fun.
This was fun.
We talked about a lot of
chilling
coffee
with
things.
you, Yawayuki. This was very comfy. You always have such a comfy vibe in your streams, honestly, Yawayuki. It's really nice.
I tried to do that. It doesn't always happen with
Well-
certain games, of course. If a game gets really difficult, I get a little bit too concentrated on things sometimes.
Well, I know you also stream Dark Souls, so like, I don't know how you manage to keep the comfy vibe going when also playing Dark Souls, but somehow you manage it.
It's just defeating bosses, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, hope to see you next time again. But maybe we should do another chatting stream in the future, or maybe some game. I don't know.
Ooh,
Would be fun.
That could be fun.
Yeah,
We'll find a
yeah.
game to play together.
Yeah, there are a lot of games, but we have to find something fun since not all games. I wanted to play Uno with a lot of people, but Uno is really broken.
Oh, tell me about it. My computer can't even like start it up. Like I think I downloaded it and I do not know what they did to it, but like you have to download a separate launcher just to like try and start the game, and even when you do, it still like just throws error messages at you.
Yeah, or the connection is always
I
bad
remember
or
I
something.
once tried to play Uno on stream and like it kept disconnecting people and it was a mess. Like it really just isn't worth trying sometimes, I think.
But it's a really fun game if it works.
It would be fun if it works. But I also find that like the digital version of Uno makes it a bit more confusing because like of the way you have to do things.
Well, they
Like you know how when someone plays a +4 or like if someone plays a +2, you can then like play a +4 on their +4.
Yeah.
Or like a +2 on their +2. I find sometimes the digital version of Uno doesn't like register correctly, and it'll like skip your turn even if you had a card. Like if someone plays a +4 on you and you have a +4 in your hand, instead of giving you the option to put the +4 down, it'll just like automatically put 4 cards in your hand before you have a chance to like do anything, which is a bit confusing sometimes.
It's just how the game works.
Yeah. But it can be a bit frustrating when you're like, oh nice, I have a +4 so I'd stack this. And then the game just like gives you 4 cards and you're like, hang on, no, that's not what I wanted. And it's like too late, you couldn't do anything, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's just the more experience online, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's just coded wrong.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe we'll find something else.
Yeah, there are many other games we could play.
Yeah. I'm getting some naps. Before I go, the schedule for next week. Actually, that's already in 2 hours soon. Tomorrow, maybe Pikmin 2, maybe Zelda. I'm not so certain about that one yet. Wednesday, maybe no stream. I will let Fluffies know. Thursday, Friday will be Zelda. We will probably finish the game this week. Saturday is going to be more Holocure. And then Sunday will be Ducky stream again. Yeah. That will be everything for the upcoming week.
Nice. Good schedule.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see again and also not excited at the same time. Linkies for new Fluffies in chat to the Discord community server, my Twitch, and my X or Twitter, as it has been known below the stream in the description. You can also find Linky to Beb's channel in the description of stream. Please go follow them. Really fluffy streams, engineering things, making things, D&D.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, it's mostly building things, playing D&D, and yeah, varied gaming. I play a variety of different things, but yeah, mostly I found recently it's been Tears of the Kingdom mostly that I've played.
Yeah, everyone played Tears of the Kingdom by this point.
Yeah, I mean it's just so good. Like it's just such a great game.
It is. But yeah, we will see how the story ends this upcoming week. Definitely. So thank you for joining, Beb.
Okay.
Was fun.
Bye.
See you soon again, and hope the Fluffies also have a really comfy day, morning, afternoon.
everyone have a comfy day.
Yeah. See you for next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Kon Kon. Kon Kon.